Okay, the battery's gonna go dead. Sorry, Jason. I'm gonna try and give back a little bit here. I got to the point where I'm finally running 1366 by 768 back native resolution on these monitors. And with the new program you gave me, I was able to get it to here, and it's not. It sits below the bezel. I won't go into the long details of it, but basically, I found out with your new build, and I have no scaling set on the NVIDIA. It looks bad. Well, actually, it looks a lot better than the original. The gauges are actually round. And what I found out is every time I go a little bit higher, it gets a little wider. And once I get it to this point, you got to drag the window just right, and you can see it's actually showing that it's overreaching the bezel. And turns out that's fine. By the way, this doesn't work with the original build at all. This is just what I found with the new one. So you go in and kill the frame. Bear with me. I'm hoping this. I know there's going to be at least one more person that's going to run into this, and I think I've just proven that your new build does work. So if I've recreated what I did before, yep, here we go. There we go. Perfect fit, scaled with your new build at 1366 by 768, no scaling turned on, and it didn't look right before, but once you kill the frame, it fits perfect, and you'll notice that the gauges are still round, which I've never had before. Wow, what a difference. That really looks great. And you notice the gap. It was mentioned before that there needs to be a gap along the outside. Yep, we were all aware of that, and your scaling was right before for the gap, and now it follows through on your new build that you provided me. So yeah, that did it. Can we get another build? One that fully functional, but. I think I know that English Rebel on the forums is making this exact same setup with his monitor. As far as I know, he bought the same monitors, so proof's in the pudding. This works. My font doesn't look stretched anymore. I'm hoping this comes through on the video, because perhaps we can share this again downrange, or I can make another one after for troubleshooting this, because I've been back and forth for about 3 hours-ish. And this is the first time with your new build. It's bang on. So anyway, I'll send this to you. Thanks. Okay, one more quick update before my batteries go dead. Jason, so what I did is I reopened my original file, the original Jet45 build, and this is what I got. It was identical to the one that you sent me, now that I was able to resize it. So, I hope you understand this better than I do, but this is wild. So, I kind of cheated, and now that I knew the old build would work, now that I could resize it to fit the window, I went into the config and got the settings. And I got the sizes out of the config file. And I had tried to resize my PFD, and I got the same result. So what I did is I went into the PFD and I put in this 648 by 905 is what I got for a size that this perfectly working MFD is running. So I punched it in, and here's what I get. I get a scaled, or what would seem to be scaled. Oh, nah. Alright, that sucks. That wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know what happened there. Cut. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm going to edit this because it keeps messing up, but I've got 648 by 905 in there. And I crack it open, and this is what I get. and I'm going to close it quickly because it's going to resize for some reason. The computer catches on. If I kill it, go back in, take it to a frameless window now. Bear with me. And this is the original Jet45 build now. Blam. I now get a perfectly sized and placed primary flight display. So thanks to your build, I'm not sure how you're going to do this for anybody else downrange, but the secondary build allowed me to get the size, which I couldn't do before. And then I just put it into the config, and it took a couple of tries to get the placement on screen right. But regardless, for these monitors, the aspect ratio was right. It gave me the pixel count that I could put in the config. I don't know why it looked way silly off range when you have the frame on. But I know what happens when you take it off. It moved it down right where I needed it to be. So as of right now, I'm going to try and duplicate this. Again, on the other side, I see no reason that I can't. I have no overlapping gauges, no nothing. Everything's crisp and clear, and looking like a champ. So your build, the second build was definitely necessary, but it only to get the size. I'm not sure. It would have taken me forever to guess at manual sizing. So that did it. From here, I can tweak it manually. We just know that on these large monitors, on the original Jet45 build, that you can't just drag the screen bigger, and I tried to show that in that silly YouTube video that got all munged up before. But I really hope this helps someone else, or helps you to help someone else downrange, because I know there's going to be, I'm pretty confident that Jet45 is going to catch on, and can't guarantee that everybody's going to use the same monitors. So I really appreciate that build that you gave me, because that let me, I've never seen anything like this on my screen. That looks incredible, and it looks like it should. And although I could tweak it a little bit up or down, that I can do now. I can move the position manually in the config. So again, Jason, thank you very much for helping out and picking that back up. I know it had been some time and it was off your radar, but appreciate it, and